The chapter starts with showing supreme gods, also known as absolute entities that had created numerous universes since ancient times. The supreme beings would repeatedly create universes while pursuing eternal life and living it. In the process, numerous substance, souls, and laws were birthed. In the endless cycle, the supreme beings that felt a persistent sense of boredom thought of a way to entertain themselves, and that was to watch their creations go to war with each other. To the supreme beings, the destruction caused by their creations seemed interesting. Although that meant that numerous creations had to fight in endless wars, die and be reborn repeatedly, that was a necessary event to appease the boredom of supreme beings. While all that was taking place, something happened. A supreme being who was observing the endless wars was killed by his creations. When the supreme beings from other dimensions found out about that, they all gathered in one spot to observe the world that had lost its master. The death of a fellow supreme being, the fact that he was killed by his creation, the supreme beings did not care about that. They all had the same thought, and that was the first to claim an ownerless power and become its master. And then the scene shifts from here to a high school. We see Suho, son of the Shadow Monarch. He was telling his friends that he got admission into the arts university, and his friends didn't believe this. Then a student named Lee Yunchul, he congratulated Suho, but after that he started bullying Suho, and then he tried to attack him too. But Suho dodged that attack, and did a counterattack, but he didn't feel anything and punched Suho. But he dodged that attack, but that punch made a hole in the iron locker. He was also surprised by his own attack, and I think he might awaken that time. And then the scene shifts from 2 years later. Now, Suho is a second-year university student. And while he was walking on the road, then he saw there was a gate that appeared on the road. And we see Suho's flashback. He told us that 3 years ago gates started to appear in the world, causing the world to undergo a huge change. The gates were passageways to dungeons. And once a certain amount of time had passed, the monsters within the dungeon would come out of the dungeon to kill people. However, people also changed, as if to go against what was happening. Special ability users that could use mana, the awakened, started to appear. With the world changing so rapidly, people thought the chaos would persist for a long time. An awakened known as Wujinchul. He created the Hunter Association, assembled awakened, and created a job known as Hunter, quickly putting an end to the chaos faster than expected. Now the people in the world are divided into awakened and non-awakened. If hunters cannot close the gates, the world will be destroyed. Then we see that Suho's parents have gone missing. To survive, he relies on others. And when it seemed like he could do anything, he lost what he possessed. Suddenly his teacher shocked him and asked what he was drawing. And then we see Suho was drawing Beru. In the next panel, we see hunters coming out from the dungeon gate. There's a hunter named Kim who told everyone that they ran into a new type of monster. A humanoid monster that could spew blue flames from its eyes and mouth. He told he got a scratch from a monster. Then we see that Hunter got infected by that monster's scratch and turned into a monster itself and started attacking everyone out there. Everyone started running in a panic, and one by one people turned into monsters. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Then a student says to his teacher that he is awakened, and he should do something. Until then, a monster jumped into Suho's classroom and started attacking everyone. Suho was escaping, but he saw a girl lying on the ground in pain and asked for Suho's help. But Suho ignored that person and tried to escape and thought about his father, that what would he do if he were in this situation. Then that monster was ready to attack that lady. But Suho saved that lady from that monster by attacking it with a fire extinguisher. The chapter ends with a system pop-up window that says, "You have met all of the requirements to complete the secret quest. Courage of the Week." So, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked the video. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe because we are so close 1K subscribers.